Hey there, Janae with Palin Projects here, and as you saw previously, this video is set up a little differently. I went through what I did first and thought I would explain it afterwards. So I resanded and restained our arbor. Justin had built the arbor for our wedding and we got married under it as kind of like our centerpiece for our wedding. And it's been a couple years, so it needed a little bit of maintenance. I used the same stain as we used initially on it. It's just a Thompson's Water Seal. Autumn brown is the color of it. I'm not sure if you guys could see, but it kind of goes on a different colors that it dries. With it being in the sun and it being such a hot day, I think it's high 70s, low 80s today is what it was supposed to get to. It was basically like almost instantly drying as I put it on, which isn't ideal to put stain on it, but we're going to be having a bridal shower at our house in about a month and a half, and so I just wanted to get it done, and I wanted to do it before my hops vine started growing up it, so I didn't have to cut the hops vine down. So that's kind of the reason I did it, and the fact that it was a nice day. It wasn't going to rain. We have no rain in our forecast for at least 24 hours, so that can really dry, but I can touch it now, and I was touching it throughout the process and I wasn't getting it on me, so I think I feel pretty confident in the fact that it's dry. Ideally we should do this every year, but we haven't done it for the last 3 years, so some of the areas on the arbor were pretty dry and pretty worn out, so they sucked up a lot of the stain. Initially though, to start out, I did use a palm sander. That's what this is. It's just like an electric disc sander. And it just made it easy to take off those stain flakes, and so that it was easier for me to apply the stain. Afterwards, I used just this tack cloth, and that removes any dirt and residue from the arbor or the wood. And then I started staining. I did use an all-purpose bucket to pour the stain in so I could dip my brush in, and then I used a foam brush instead of like a brush or like a wire brush or a feather brush. The foam brushes just make it so that the stain doesn't have streaks or lines in it. So that's what I was doing. Ideally you should start from the top and go down to the bottom. The top, I think I ran out of memory card halfway through. I don't know if I caught it on tape, but the top was quite a pain to do. We'll go over and look at it and take. So this side was significantly more damaged than the other side. The first year after we got married, we had it laying on the ground, and I think the sprinklers were hitting this piece. But this arbor breaks down into 3 separate pieces. The top pieces on the very top there are screwed in, and then it sits on top of this piece here. And then it's screwed in with bolts. They're pretty heavy duty bolts too, but this side was a lot better and a lot easier to put stain on. You could really tell where in the day that the sun hits the arbor. The top was pretty bad and sucked up the most stain. And then obviously like the right side of the arbor gets a little more heat. So even like the inside of this post gets a little more heat from the sun, and was a little more worn down. But that's okay. I just added additional stain and went about it that way. So I wanted to end back over here because I wanted to show you guys my tulips tonight. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I love that I planted them. They were supposed to be orange, but they kind of turned out a pinkish color with a green stripe through them. But I figured I would show them to you guys before they ended. I'm not sure if they'll be around another week. And then I am going to be posting 2 videos this week. because we didn't post a video last week. The wee one was sick, and so I didn't get around to posting my second video. But in that video, we're just going to be going through how to cut a new flower bed through like a straight grass area. So I hand cut it out. But if you want to watch that, stay tuned. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.